If there is one thing Africa is blessed with, it's rib-cracking comedic geniuses. Over the years, the continent has managed to produce some masters of the craft who have gone on to make a name for themselves within the boundaries of Africa and beyond. As you know, where there is fame, there is usually money. So these comedians have the big bucks in their bank accounts. Did you know one of these comics is worth $100 million? Stick around and find out more. What's up, my entertainers? Today I'll tell you everything you need to know about the top 10 African comedians who are very rich. Please subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button and click on the bell icon beside it so you can get notified about our hot videos immediately we upload. Alright, let's get started. Number 10. Bovi Nigerian. We are kicking off this list with a hilarious comic from Africa's most populous nation. Bovi is a Nigerian comedian a lot of people love so well. He began his career in April 2007, starring in the sitcom Extended Family, which he produced, wrote, and packaged. The show was very popular, and by 2008, Bovi was leading comedy shows and events throughout Nigeria. He participated in Night of 1000 Laughs, organized by Oprah Williams. He has gradually earned himself fame and recognition through individual achievements and also by attaching himself to very popular comedians on stage. He is always spotted with the popular Nigerian comedian Bright Okocha. He is reportedly worth over $3 million.
Everything. You know how many coded men start to call? Baby, I hope you are deleting our chat. You know, you mean the chat of last week? You still have it. Not just last week, since the 2 years from the first baby.
Number 9. Eddie Kadi, Congolese. Eddie Kadi is a Congo-born, British-bred comedian who has continuously wooed everyone with his unique African-infused brand of comedy and humor, even selling out notable event venues in the multicultural UK. It is basically his quick wit and unpredictability that makes him a natural entertainer. Eddie Kadi won the Bika Award for Best Comedy Newcomer soon after he started his career as a comedian. The last time Eddie headlined his own show was at the O2 Arena as the first Black British comedian to do so. He is also an actor and a musician. He is reportedly worth $5 million. Number 8. John Vlismas, South African. Coming in at number 8 is one of South Africa's shining stars. John Vlismas is a popular but controversial comedian who is always regarded as being offensive. He is one of those comedians who hold the view that comedy is not about the comic. He is set to let the society know the truth, no matter how offensive it may be. That notwithstanding, Vlismas knows his way of making his audience laugh out loud with his so-called offensive jokes. Vlismas won the 2007 South African Comedy Award for Best Stand-Up Comedian of the Year and was a finalist in the 2008 Yok Yok's Great Canadian Laugh-Off. In 2010, Vlismas was in the comedy film Outrageous with fellow South African comedians Barry Hilton, Loyiso Gola, Mark Banks, and Riyad Musa. He was part of Comedy Central Africa's roast of Kenny Kunene. Number 7. Michael Blackson, Ghanaian. Michael Blackson is a Ghanaian who is well known for his profane jokes, which are always good enough to make his audience reeling in laughter. He is actually the oldest of the comedians in this list. He was born in November 1972. He is popularly known as the African King of Comedy. He got his inspiration from the comedy of Eddie Murphy. He has performed in many well-known comedy competitions such as the USA Comedy Central Tour in Philadelphia and the Urban Comedy Festival in New York City. Blackson also competed in the Lollapalooza Comedy Festival in Atlanta and the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition in Oakland, California. With a net worth of $2 million, he is clearly doing well for himself. Number 6. Nick Rabinowitz, South African. Nick Rabinowitz is a South African comedian and author who has made guest appearances on several comedy shows, including the British panel show Mock the Week. Nick studied at the University of Cape Town, where he bagged a business degree. He has become a much sought-after national comedian and a household name beyond Cape Town, and according to feedback from his audience, Rabinowitz is getting funnier by the day and may soon move up to the list of most popular African comedians in no distant time. He currently presents The Week That Wasn't. Number 5. Riyad Musa, South African. Riyad Musa is a very funny South African comedian and actor who is good at not only verbal jokes, but that of dances and other forms of hilarious gestures. He is popularly known for drawing his jokes from his Indian heritage and Muslim faith. He is of a mixed descent, Indian, Malay. He is a doctor by profession but abandoned his profession for comedy, using laughter instead of drugs as medicines for healing people. His popularity in comedy stemmed from the comedy club circuit of his native Cape Town, where he became known for poking fun at Islamic stereotypes. He recently starred as Ahmed Kathrada in Anand Singh's epic Oscar and Golden Globe nominated movie Mandela: Long Walk to Freedom. Musa, one of the country's most popular and acclaimed funny men with a style all his own, is known as the comedy doctor, and he certainly seems to have the remedy for the nation's ills at the moment: a healthy dose of laughter. Number 4. Agada, Nigerian. Francis Agada is his name. The comedian, popularly known as Agada, is from Delta State, Nigeria. One of his most popular comedy shows is the one titled Agada Standing. He is one of the most talented rib crackers Nigeria and Africa is blessed with. He is very fast-mouthed and can cook up hilarious stories, funny enough to make his audience fall off their seats in laughter just within seconds. Agada has been featured in MTV Africa Music Awards and also in the opening and closing shows of the world's notable musicians including Akon, Boyz II Men, 50 Cent, Rick Ross, and others. He has won Creative Award in Africa, African Best Comedian, Best Creative Comedian in Africa, and many more awards. Number 3. Luso Gola, South African. Luso Gola is one of the South Africa's foremost comedians after Trevor. He is the co-creator and anchor of the late-night satirical news television series Late Night News with Luso Gola on ETV and ENCA, which was launched in 2010. He was born on 16th May 1983 and started his career as a comedian in the year 2002. He is known for giving satirical jokes, which, though hilarious, usually have underlying serious meanings. In 2012, he was named one of Mali and Guardian's 200 Young South Africans in the media and film category. Men's Health described Gola as having divisive mass appeal due to the openly critical nature of his humor and being a genuine thinker masquerading as a fool and the reluctant voice of a cynical generation. Number 2. Basket Mouth, Nigerian. We're almost at number 1, guys, but our number has also been regarded by some as Africa's finest comedic minds. I need not to tell you about Basket Mouth, because even if you're not a lover of jokes, you can't help but still know and hear him wherever you are. Basket Mouth, whose real name is Bright Okocha, is a leading artist in the Nigerian comedy industry and also the second most popular comedian in Africa. He gave comedy a try in his school days at the University of Benin, but you wouldn't believe that his first stand-up comedy was a disaster because the crowd got irritated and booed him off the stage. Later that year, he came back after a series of research on what brand of comedy could sell in the University of Benin. That was the beginning of Basket Mouth's inception and acceptance into the world of stand-up comedy. Basket Mouth has since hosted 9 different concerts in the UK, including Basket Mouth Uncensored Live at the O2, Nigerian Kings of Comedy, and the African Kings of Comedy. He also hosted Comedy Central Presents in South Africa, Lords of the Ribs, and many more. Number 1. Trevor Noah, South African. Trevor Noah is a popular South African comedian. He is usually referred to as the funny man and is popularly known for drawing humor from the events of the South African apartheid. Trevor does not put down his speech in writing, not even a sketch of it as some other comedians do. He does everything spontaneously, and this makes a lot of difference. He generates humor from whatever he feels is suitable for the situation and audience at the moment. Trevor Noah has joined the list of trending names in international comedy. He is the latest contributor to The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, debuted on 4th December 2014. He is the first South African stand-up comedian to appear on The Tonight Show and currently the funniest and most popular comedian on the African continent. With all his success, it comes as no surprise that Trevor Noah is worth $100 million. As his career progresses, it seems certain he will go way beyond 100 million and become a super mega rich African icon. Well, that's all I've got for you for now. What do you think about the comedians on this list? Do you think there are some other African comedians that could have made it into the countdown? If you had the chance, in what order would you arrange the comedians on this list? Let's hear your thoughts by dropping a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button, and if you like the video, share it with your friends and family. Until next time guys, take care.